What's good, YouTube? As you all know, I unlocked Endgame, so I'm about to show you my stash, my gear, and everything I fucking use to get to Endgame. I know I said that before, but I thought about the title the moment in my head because I do not have a script for this shit. I just go off the fucking dome. Okay, so here's my stash. As you can see, a bunch of skill gems. These are a bunch of skill gems and shit. As I was going through normal and about act one and act two, I was trying to use different gems, defensive gems such as not wind dancer, ghost dance, wind dancer, shard scavenger. I was just trying to try a bunch of different shit so that when I do get to end game, I have a lockdown of what I want and what I need. So yeah, these are all the ones that I tried out. Flash grenade, it was doing good in normal, but when it got to fucking when it got to like cruel, it really didn't fucking matter because like I had a bunch of evasion, so I would just fucking block move out the fucking way. Of course I have some clips where I got like fucking stuck or some shit, but it's Path of Exile too. It is what it is. So I really wouldn't recommend this one end game. If somebody knows, oh, I'm not gonna recommend shit for in game. Sorry. I'm just telling you the shit that I use and why I don't use it anymore. I don't really like it per se. Infernal Cry, don't know why I got that one. Ice Charge, this shit's ass. I don't know what it's ass. Incendiary Shot, ass. Wave of Frost. Oh yeah, I was trying to use a quarterstaff to find some evasive skills, but of course evasive movement skills, but you know what I'm saying, I just didn't like clicking back and forth to a fucking weapon, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, Wave of Frost, Ice Strike, Permafrost bolts, I mean it's good early game. Permafrost Incendiary Shot is good. These two right here works good early game, but it falls off so fucking quickly. Armor piston rounds, I like this shit, but I like armor piston rounds, but when I got to using shock burst rounds with the build that I'm currently creating, it knocks the shit out the fucking water. So yeah, I'm just saying you might want to use this going through normal, like Act 3 of normal and probably Act 1 of cruel. But I ain't gonna lie, Act 2 of cruel, you gotta cut this shit. You gotta go elemental, dude. I'm sorry. Fragmentation rounds and good early game. I stopped using explosion shot. It is what it is. I don't use nades. War Banner, Storm Blast bolts was working good for me, but the one thing I hate about it, it takes too much to set up. It takes too much time. I stopped using Storm Blast bolts when I got Plasma Blast. Plasma Blast. It's better. I'm telling you right now, this shit is good. I said like Act 2 cruel, but when you Act 2 cruel, but like it falls off, bro. This Act 1 cruel, I mean, it falls off, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Ghost Dance, I tried to get some defensive shit, but it didn't work. Wind Dancer, I got this 13, but I have a 14-1 equipped right now. So yeah, but this shit is OP as fuck. Not even joking. This right here is basically an AoE flash grenade, but you get it hella fucking quick, and you don't need fucking cooldowns or some shit like that. If you have a stun grenade build, right? I'm telling you, have everything settled around it. You can fucking stop that shit, get some elemental damage, put on Wind Dancer, and it's going to have the same result, yet you're just going to do a fuck ton of damage. So, yeah. On the Shard Scavenger, this is good, but I have fucking emergency reload, so it is what it is. Herald of Ice, Forte Grenade. I was trying to use this when I was creating my lightning build, but it just doesn't hit, bro. It just doesn't hit, dude. It doesn't hit. In high velocity rounds, this is the most greatest skill until end game of all fucking time. I am not saying that this build falls off, this skill falls off in end game. But like, dude, once you use fucking Plasma Bolt, you don't need. One thing about these other skills, it takes too much time to set up. High velocity rounds, you gotta break armor. I have the armor breaking gem on poison on my poison grenade, on my toxic grenade, poison grenade, whatever the fuck it's called. It takes time to break the armor. It takes time. It takes time to break the armor. Then it takes time for fucking armor piercing rounds to do damage. It takes time. And you do not want to give the enemy time, especially when you're going through cruel difficulty. I say probably late two cruel difficulty and all up to Endgame, or I mean end of cruel. You do not want to give these people time, bro. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all. That's the progress. This was the last skill I let fucking go. It's probably gonna be. I'm probably gonna make a clip of it on TikTok. I mean, not on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, because I can't. Of course, I can't. You might be saying, "Oh my God, TikTok is back." I can't download it, so it's not back. It's not back. Now you might be saying, "Just go to your Apple iCloud." I did that. It says you can't download it because it's not available in your region. So try me again, ho. But yeah, man. This skill is so fucking great, dude. You put the armor breaking gem on your opposing cloud and spam high velocity rounds. I'm telling you, you can build it in inevitable crit. You can build it for crit. You can build it for physical. You can build it for anything, except for elemental. But if you do want to build it for slight elemental, you put lightning infusion on it so it can proc your Herald of Thunder. But that's, you know what I'm saying. It's not. That's small shit. I'm trying to tell y'all shit that I had to let go because it wasn't viable in the long run. You see what I'm saying? So I had to let this shit go because it was not viable in the long run. But it's a great fucking skill. I'm telling you, need to use this shit until you get to Endgame. Because I just reached Endgame my last video, my last stream, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got Val Orbs. I got, honestly, y'all, I don't even know what to do. I don't know how to use this shit. I just put it on the shit that's working for me. Like, if I have, like, the crossbow, I fucking corrupted it because it was working so fucking good for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna show that shit yet, but I'm just saying, like, modifies an item unpredictably cross. I don't even know what the fuck that shit means. All I know is you need this shit and you need to put it on shit that works. So yeah, I love my exalted orbs. I got all my skill gems here. I got my Digian barriers, you know, essences and shit like that. My waystones. By the way, you don't know, if you do not know this, you can get a tier 1, get 3 tier 1 waystones, go to the reforge and put them in there. You get a waystone too. Spam fucking regal orbs. If you can't do that, just spam regal orbs and exalted orbs on them and shit like that. But yeah, that's 2 ways you can get to fucking tier 2s. I didn't earn tier 2s. I crafted them. You see what I'm saying? Because I seen a fucking random TikTok one day and I was like, fuck it, let me remember that, stored in my bank or some shit. So this is for the storage for stash tab 1. For stash 2, I have 2 heavy belts because I know you can turn these into headhunters. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I know I need to do it. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I know that I'm gonna do it one day. So yeah, this is the waystone that I got from the from Doriani. I defeated him in my last video. I also got this too. I got all this shit, but these 2, I'm gonna do these. And I've been swapping between these 2 helmets. Yeah, but let me show y'all my gear, my actual gear. This is the Blight Core Advanced Barnboard Crossbow. Now you might be saying, oh my god, where'd you get it from? I got this shit from a vendor. My crossbow that I had before this one, it was good, but it did not have a lot of it did not have a lot of base damage. You see right here, right here, it did not have a lot of damage right here. It didn't even have elemental damage, but it did have 6.50% crit damage. But I don't give a fuck about crit hit chance. You know what I'm saying? And it had projectile speed, so it was basically it was fucking garbage. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna buy I'm just gonna buy one because I had the money, and I came across this bitch. You know, I don't use grenades, fire, and additional projectile. Well, I do use it, but that's if I'm doing poison clouds or some shit. And I just spam because I ain't gonna lie, I like poison clouds. I like breaking armor. I mean, I don't want to build around it, but I just like doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of satisfying, but it is what it is. I like to see all the debuffs on the enemies. But yeah, bro, I put a lot of. I didn't put a lot of. I put probably like. Oh yeah, it came like this. All the stats you see. No. I used one of those orbs that removes a modifier on it. Is that exalted orb? Okay. Well, I used it's a chaos orb. Yes, I used 1 chaos orb. And it turned into, I don't even fucking know what I did to this shit. I don't know. All I know is that this hole is great. It's a great crossbow. I don't know if you can. I don't know, but this is shit that I use to get to Endgame. I like it. I want it down. I already have it, but I like this one. Look at all that physical damage. Look at all that lightning damage. I like this bitch. It's absolutely amazing. I picked this random shit up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to pick the gear that stuck with me. This, especially this one. I picked this what like in Act 2 cruel. I mean, no, Act 1 cruel. No, Act 2 cruel. Yes, Act 2 cruel. And it is what it is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just be putting shit on, bro. Like, honestly, I just put shit on. I'm not like I can't explain it, bro, because I'm not a guide maker. I'm not into this game like everybody else. I'm just not. Like, I just bought this shit on an impulse to get away from Call of Duty, and I love it. I do, but I don't know this shit. I don't know the ins and outs, the butts and the asses. I don't know. I don't know the ups and the downs. I don't know. All I know is that this shit is great because it has an ignite. It has an ignite thing on it, so it like explodes my toxic grenades. So like, it's cool. Like, that's all I can say. It's just cool. This is cool. I don't even know if this shit does. But I do know I'm immune to fucking fire. So that's all I do know from this suit shit right here. Yeah, that's honestly it. And I'll be swapping between these two helmets. But yeah, that's honestly it. And for my skill gems, crossbow shot, really don't use that shit. I don't know why the damage is so high, but I use shock burst rounds, explosive grenades. Explosive grenades is when you, it's not necessary per se, but say you're reloading, right? Say you're reloading some shit, you don't have emergency reload up, you reloading. Just spam fucking grenades, and that's what I fucking do. Herald of Thunder, of course, with magnified effect, long shot. Somebody showed me that long shot. It's not, the long shot doesn't apply to the bolt itself, it applies to you. So the farther you are away, not the AoE, the farther you are, the more damage it does. And shock burst rounds, martial tempo, elemental focus, fresh clip, you know what I'm saying? I had to show y'all skill gems. Explosive grenades if you want it. Like, but the main thing here is the lightning skills. Herald of Thunder, you know what I'm saying? Magnified effect, long shot. Galvanic shards. My galvanic shards was ass until I got the crossbow that I have. So yeah, I mean, of course I could mob, but the mobbing that I'm doing now, jeez Louise, boy. Jeez Louise, boy. And it stuns so fucking fast. I don't know why it stuns so much, but it just does. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have primal armament, conduction, and close combat. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, the only thing that I look for, the only guide that I've ever seen was to put fucking fresh clip on shock burst rounds. That's it. That's the only thing that I remember from the guides that I've seen. Well, guides, but yeah, there's one main guide I look at. Of course I look at everything else, but there's one main guide that I look at, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, tomatoes, man. But yeah, and the gas grenades, of course, to get that armor down. If you want to know, is corrosion, second wind, and demolish the second wind, just so I can fucking spam that bitch. And of course, emergency reload. This shit is absolutely amazing. Ingenuity, premeditation. Of course, premeditation buffs it gives. Man, y'all know, bro. I'm not. Plasma blast. This is the main star of the fucking show. This build, this skill is so fucking amazing. Even if you run no fucking skill gems on it. When I first got it, I didn't have no skill gems on it. This shit's amazing, bro. It does 7k fucking damage. It says that, but if you put scatter shot on it, lightning expo and primal ornament, it does so much. This thing does so much fucking damage, bro. And of course, voltaic mark for the shock and wind dancer. Oh, by the way, I theory crafted voltaic mark and wind. Oh, not wind dancer. I theory crafted voltaic mark. I was like, I need a shock, so of course I need voltaic mark. I just didn't have enough dexterity to put it on in my previous videos. But now that I do, because dexterity is way better than fucking intelligence. But yeah, this is what got me to end game. If you have any gripes, if you have any comments, put that shit in the comments. Like, sub, and subscribe to that begging shit, man. I'm out, man.